Dr. Morales again, and today we are going to do some SAT math practice, but only on algebraic thinking. So everything that we're going to do today is just simple algebraic questions that you should be able to answer during your SAT. These questions require knowledge of pre-algebra skills and some beginning algebra. So let's start. Number one says a grocery store sells apple for 75 cents each. The total cost, C, in dollars for n apples is given by C equals 0.75 times n. If Maria spends $9 on apples, how many did she buy? Okay, so number one, every time they give you an equation in a question, they want you to solve it. So you identify the equation, make sure that you understand what the variables stand for, and then you are going to solve it. So you have the C, which is the total cost to buy apples, is equal to 0.75 multiplied by the variable n, and the variable n represents the apples, the number of apples, okay? So if Maria spends $9, remember $9 is represented by C because C is the cost, so $9 is money. So you are going to substitute 9 where the C is, so that's the cost. 9 is equal to 0.75. They didn't tell you what N is because that is the question. How many apples did she buy? So we need to solve for N. So now I have the $9 equals to 0.75. Simple equation, divide by 0.75. Both sides, because that's how you solve equation. Divide by 0.75. And now you get 9 divided by 0.75 is equal to 12. So n equals 12, meaning that Maria bought 12 apples. Okay, moving on to number 2. A taxi charges a base fare of $3.50 plus $1.20 per mile, okay, per mile. If a ride costs $15.50, how many miles was the trip? Okay, so miles, we don't know how many miles, but we know that each mile is $1.20, and then there is a $3.50, that is a base fare. So your equation here, they didn't give you an equation, so you have to put it together. So your equation is gonna be $3.50, which you have to pay because that's the base fare, and then plus you're gonna pay $1.20 for every mile that you are going to ride, and we're gonna use the variable n for miles. You can use any variable, we're gonna use n for miles. And once I do that, this person pays $15.50. So if I pay this much, how many miles did I ride? So now I'm going to solve. This is my equation. I'm going to solve this equation, solve the equation, subtract 350 from both sides. Okay, because that's how we solve equations. Subtract 350. And now this cancels, and I have $1.20 times m is equal to 1550 minus 350 is equal to $12. I just want to make sure. And then get rid of the 120 by division. So m is equal to, so when you divide by 120, you get 10. Answer is 10. And remember, m stands for miles. So 10 miles. Okay, number 3. A gym membership costs $30 per month plus a one-time $50 sign-up fee. The total cost, T after n months, is given by T equals 50 plus 30m. How much did it cost after 6 months? Remember, they give you an equation. They want you to solve it. So I'm going to write my equation. T is equal to 50 plus 30m. Remember, you need to identify the variables. Make sure that you understand what each variable stands for. And if you don't, just go back and read the question. T is the total cost. So T is going to be money and M is going to be month. So that's what you need to know. So you don't put the numbers in the wrong place. So T is money. So how much would it cost after 6 months? Okay, M is months. So that means that M is going to be substituted with the number 6. So now I don't know T. That's going to be my money. So T is equal to 50 plus and then 30 times the number of months. So 30 times 6. I'm going to solve this equation, and 30 times 6 gives you 180, and 180 plus 50 is going to give you 230. So let me just write this down. So remember that's T is the total cost. So your total cost is 50 plus 180, which equals to $230. So the answer is 230. Okay, and number 4 says a car rental company charges $25 per day plus 15 cents per mile driven. If Lisa rents a car for 3 days and drives 200 miles, what is her total cost? Okay, they didn't give me any questions, so I have to put it together. So it's gonna be $25 per day. So this is multiplication, $25 per day. Okay, so it's gonna be 25. I'm going to use D for day. $25 times the number of days plus, and it says 15 cents, so that's 0.15 per mile. Remember, per means multiplication, so 0.15 times the number of miles. They didn't give me miles, so I'm gonna use M for miles. And now it says that if Lisa rents a car for 3 days, oh, that's my first. My days is gonna be 3, and drives 200 miles. So miles is 200. What's the total cost? So now I'm going to substitute my variables. So it's going to be 25 times 3 because there were 3 days. And then I need to add my 15.15 cents, 0.15 multiplied by the number of miles, which they told me is 200. This is going to give me the total cost for renting this car. And now I get my calculator and I do 25 times 3. That's 75 plus 15 cents, 0.15 times 200. That gives me $30. And now $30 plus 75 gives you a total of $105. $105. Okay, the last two questions. Number 5, the formula to convert Fahrenheit F to Celsius C is C equals 59 times F minus 32. If it is 77 degrees Fahrenheit, what is the temperature in Celsius? So remember, they give you a formula, they want you, or an equation, they want you to solve it. So I always start with the equation. C equals 59 multiplied by the Fahrenheit minus 32. So now I'm going to substitute. They gave me 77 Fahrenheit, so I'm going to substitute this F for 77. So now I have the C is equal to 59 times, and don't worry about that fraction, I'll show you how to do it, 77 minus 32. And now I need to solve this part. And remember, order of operations said I have to go inside the parentheses first. So 77 minus 32, that gives me 45. So I'm gonna continue here, and I have, oh no, I have space. So now I have 59 times 45. 45. And those of you who don't like fractions, your SAT Desmos calculator, you just put this in the calculator the same way and you'll be able to get it. 5 nines is 5 divided by 9. So you put 5 divided by 9 in parentheses times 45, it will give you the answer. But if you don't, you put a 1 under the 45 and then you just multiply numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator, or you can cross simplify if you know how to do that. to cross simplify 9 and 45. So 9 goes into 45 5 times, and this becomes a 1, and then 5 times 5 equals 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, so the answer is 25. Last question. A salesperson earns $400 weekly, a $400 weekly base salary, plus 8% commission on sales. If their total earnings in a week are $800, how much did they sell? Okay, so once again, we're gonna put together our equation. So this person earns 400 base salary, so that's just 400. And then to this amount, so every week he gets 400 no matter what. But then he gets plus a commission. So that's 8% on sales. So it's going to be 8%. We don't put percents on the equation. We're going to put the equivalent of a decimal, which is 0.8. If you don't know how to change that, just divide 8 by 100. So 8%, 8 divided by 100 will give you 0.08. And then that's going to be multiplied by the sales. I'm going to use the letter S for sales because I don't know. And this particular person, the total earnings was $800. So the 400 in the week plus the commission on the sales equals 800. The question is, how much did they sell? So we have to solve for S. So now this is my two-step equations. So I'm going to subtract the 400, subtract the 400, subtract the 400, and now I get that 0.08, okay, 0.08 times S, remember that's S for sales, equals 800 minus 400 is just 400. Now, last step, we get to divide by 0.08, and when I divide by 0.08, I get 400 divided by 0.08. I get that S is the sale, was $5,000. So this person had $5,000 worth of sales. 8% of that was his commission plus the 400. So the answer is $5,000. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this video and subscribe to my channel. And if you understood everything and you liked the video, please hit the like button. Thank you.